Hello there, you two bitches. Your unfriendly neighborhood Skeletor. Well, my friends, the time has come. There's been a whole bunch of you in the comments incessantly nagging to Skeletor. When are you going to do the 2002 He-Man? When? You promise you'd do it. Do it now. Well, I, Skeletor, take orders from no one. However, I do take requests at times. And of course, I put out a poll, and the 2002 He-Man series was on the poll. And surprise, surprise, it dominated. Well, actually, I did think it would win, but not by this margin. So my subscribers have spoken. And Skeletor shall deliver, and deliver today. As today, I, Skeletor, will react to a 2002 Masters of the Universe episode. Now, the episode that I have chosen was the second episode of the entire series. The first one was a two-parter, and it was all about Keldor's backstory, and I'm tired of seeing my face. It bothers me. Brings up too many bad memories. So I'm going to start on the first official episode after the two-parter. Anyway, without further ado, let's watch this thing, shall we?
I am Adam, Prince of Eternia, defender of the secrets of Castle Grayskull. This is Cringer, my fearless friend. Fabulous.
Holy crap, things sure went downhill quickly. No time for monologuing in this series. I guess the attention deficit disorder has already reared its ugly head in 2002.
By the power of Grayskull!
I have the In his mighty fortress, Prince Adam transforms into He-Man.
That's not true. He-Man could transform anywhere. This commercial is spreading misinformation.
Now it's He-Man versus the evil Skeletor. Skeletor alone is no match for He-Man.
What? No match? I thought commercial announcers were supposed to be impartial.
But there's the ferocious fangs of Panther.
That's right. Take that, He-Man. Panther and I will defeat you for sure.
Scratch that. He-Man's got Battle Cat.
Again, this announcer shows favoritism. The children themselves should be able to make up their own minds as to whether or not they want Skeletor to win. This announcer is leading the witness, and I object. Sorry, I've been watching too much of that Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. It's extremely addictive.
Now it's a fight with bite and a mass of missiles, but He-Man's mighty sword is closer.
And then He-Man violently slices Skeletor. They would never ever allow this in the 80s. It would have definitely been deemed too violent for children. My, how times have changed.
So long, Skeletor. New He-Man, Skeletor, Battle Cat, and Panther figures each sold separately.
The appearance of this He-Man from out of nowhere is reminiscent of how the Elder's power mysteriously disappeared. The conclusion is clear.
It is?
Skeletor has cleverly deduced that He-Man have gotten hold of the Elder's power.
Is it just me, or did Eva Lynn sound like she was humoring me? She says I cleverly deduced, even though she obviously deduced it herself. You see, that's why I don't trust women. Between Eva Lynn and Amber Heard, I'm surprised I haven't got MGTOW.
Precisely, and to access that power, I have only to capture He-Man.
I make it sound so easy.
Capture him? You couldn't even...
That's it, Triclops. Go to your room and write 50,000 Hail Skeletors on a piece of paper, you three-eyed fool.
I mean, how do we find him? By scent. His scent.
Follow your nose. It always knows. But I can't follow my nose, because unfortunately I don't have one. Trapjaw, you metal-munching moron! Can't you do anything right? He-Man made you look like Wile E. Coyote from a Roadrunner cartoon. All you need now is a little tiny umbrella. Oh no! He-Man's in trouble! Quick, call the police!
Hey, what's going on, Man-at-Arms? He-Man, you gotta help him!
He-Man can handle this by himself.
Man-at-Arms is like, don't bother me, you boob. Can't you see I'm too busy playing Candy Crush? He-Man can take care of himself. Also, another addictive thing. Your world is filled with too many addictions. If I ever go back to Eternia, I'm gonna have to detox first. So, Whiplash is a T-Rex all of a sudden? Uh-oh, Orko has a "I'm going to fix your little red wagon" look on his face. And of course that means he's about to screw something up. What the hell? That's way too close to He-Man's crotch and I never want to be. I think I'm going blind. Great, now I've got to seek therapy. Erase that vision from my mind. At least Kevin Smith didn't make me see that. Well, what do you know? Orko finally did something right for a change. Quick, someone in the comments, check to see if hell froze over.
Orko?
Well, Orko's dead. Looks like they killed him off faster than Kevin Smith did.
Everything's going black.
Well, you know what they say. Once you go black, well, you know the rest.
You're fine, Orko.
What do you mean?
The only damage suffered has been to He-Man's training exercise.
Why do all these reboots and remakes insist on giving Man-at-Arms a wussy man-bun? Soon they're gonna have to change his name officially to Man-Bun-at-Arms, Captain of the Snowflake Brigade.
These are robots. I built them to help hone He-Man's skills.
I get it. Fake bad guys, fake lava.
The lava pools are real.
Okay, this time Orko should really be dead. Terminator 2 style, in fact.
Well, they picked up his scent.
It was a combination of Jurgens and Brute for Men. It was very confusing.
All they found was this.
What is that, a used toilet paper roll? Well, I guess that could carry scent, just not a very pleasant one.
This doesn't even belong to He-Man. It's a boy's garment.
Garment? That's not a garment, it's a gauntlet. Well, I guess technically a gauntlet can be a garment, but whatever.
Bearing the royal crest. Doubt belonging to Randor's son, Prince Alan.
Adam.
How dare you explain me, Evelyn, you boob, or pair of boobs.
Impressive hounds you've got there. Can't tell a 16-year-old boy from the strongest man in the universe. By the way, you're shedding.
FYI, Beastman's shedding is a real problem. That's why we need to take him to the groomers every month.
You're gonna be shedding tears once I...
So if He-Man can't be sniffed out, how then to make him resurface?
If this was modern day Earth, I'd just say check his Instagram account and follow the trail of narcissistic selfies. It will lead you right to him.
We play on his sentimentality.
I know, we'll play It's Raining Men on the loudspeaker, and he'll come to us like a moth to a flame.
Remember how quickly he came to King Randor's rescue? Palace is impossible. Who said anything about Randor?
Well, technically you did. Or I did.
I'm speaking of his son, the Prince. We have only to capture him, and He-Man will surely show up for the rescue. At this time, I'll be ready for him. Behold!
It's a drawing I made for him. Peaceman, put this on the refrigerator door, will you? With the other doodles I've made.
The ultimate weapon.
He-Man will be so impressed with my artwork that he'll surely join my art class. And then when he does, he's mine. The perfect trap.
And you shall build it for me, Triclops. And while you work on that, do a little reconnaissance. You heard him. Reconnaissance.
Triclops, always passing on his chores to others, that lazy three-eyed moron.
Ha! What do you think of that move?
Well, at least we can't accuse Adam of being a Mary Sue, because at least he's training.
Impressive. But then, you're pretty good at running away from things.
Is Sheila talking about a commitment here? Adam, when are you going to settle down and start a family?
Meaning?
The battle with Skeletor, for starters?
Don't piss off Adam, Tila, or he'll Kamehameha you like Goku. Worst power name ever. Kamehameha. It's almost as bad as Gam Gam Bazooka or Go Go Gadget Helicopter. All horrible power cries.
My reasons.
What reason could be more important than protecting the kingdom? Just admit it. You got scared.
Now, just confess that you're He-Man already, will you? It's simple, just tell her I'm He-Man, you airheaded tart. Go ahead, say something now, smartass. And if you do confess, you'll spare us all having to deal with that mopey, depressing, angry, roided-up Tina from Revelation. So might as well tell her now. She won't be able to handle the truth.
Yeah!
That's it, Adam. Aim for her head. Let the anger flow through you. Go on, Adam. Embrace the dark side of the Force. I'm channeling my inner Emperor Palpatine.
Well, that wasn't very...
Adam's like, later, biatch. Have fun training by yourself, you nagging fool. Now that was a cool shot. This show really is well directed and storyboarded. It's extremely impressive.
It's Tila. Well, not just her, my father, too. They both think I chickened out in battle.
Basically, if my reputation keeps up, I'll never get laid.
Adam, you cannot, under any circumstances, reveal that you are He-Man.
I still don't understand why they can't tell Tila, but they can tell that bungling fool Orko. Makes no sense.
No kidding.
No kidding. The most clever of early millennial snooty responses. I also would have accepted, no, really? No da. And no shit, Sherlock. Also has responses.
But that's no reason that I can't show them that I've got what it takes also. Who knows? If I step up in battle, maybe he won't be needed.
Sorry, Adam. I know you want to get laid and all, but that's a big fat no.
I'm afraid that as long as there is evil in the land, He-Man will always be needed.
I love that response he gave. Another classic millennial response. Whatevs, man.
My king, I request permission to journey to my homeland.
Can someone tell me why Stratos sounds like Sean Connery?
The name's Stratos. James Stratos. Your best. Losers are always whining about their best. Winners go home and make love to their evil witch minions.
Of course, Stratos. Is something amiss in Avion?
My people are engaged in a trade dispute with the residents of Andrinos.
2002 Masters of the Universe, everyone. Non-stop trade negotiation action. I guess they learned nothing from the Star Wars prequels. Soon they're going to ascribe Grayskull's power to midichlorians. By the power of midichlorians!
Who've blockaded our eastern skyways. If a settlement's not negotiated quickly, this dispute could escalate into something.
Something interesting.
Far worse.
I'm rooting for far worse.
Why not bring both parties to my court?
I've got some gin and tonic. We can negotiate all night, if you know what I mean.
I would be happy to moderate.
I've made that offer, but the Andrinids are an insular and distrustful people.
And they don't like the cut of your jib.
They have to be dealt with carefully.
I understand. Go, good Stratos, and handle it the way you think best. And to show the Andrinids that you have my support, take one of the other masters along.
Take Ram-Man. He's a notorious master debater. While I, Skeletor, am a cunning linguist. Groovy, baby, yeah.
And I'd like to volunteer.
No, Adam. He is just a boy.
That's right, Adam. Trade negotiations disputes are far too dangerous for you.
Then it's time he became a man.
Make him a man? What kind of negotiating does the king think Adam is going to anyway? Here, son, take this $100 bill. Negotiations on me. Actually, here's another 100. Get an extra one for your old man, too. Hell, negotiations for everyone. On the king.
Hardens me to see you showing some initiative, son.
Wait. Did King Randor just say that the thought of his son becoming a man hardened him? What the hell is going on in this cartoon? This is way more adult than I remember. Now I'm wondering how hard the king would get if you ever saw Adam turn into He-Man. He'd lose all the blood to his brain and collapse.
You have my permission to accompany Stratos.
Stratos is like, is nobody going to bother asking what I think? Apparently nobody cares, Stratos, you bird-brained fool.
Spider-Man's power in your hand!
Hans? Who's Hans?
Spider-Man's web blaster, an invincible glove! Spider-Man's web blaster, the power is in your hand!
You know that kid's mother's going to give him a beating after this, don't you? What the hell did you do to this room? You got silly string everywhere. This all better be cleaned up by the time I get home. Or else he'll get a super beating.
Pop-Tech standee sold separately.
But then, you're pretty good at running away from things.
Meaning?
Just admit it. You got scared.
Yes, the Adam Channel. This Skeletor really enjoys his reality TV. If they ever make the Real Housewives of Eternia, this Skeletor would never leave his throne room.
I now see Prince Adam's weakness.
That he kicks like a girl?
Yeah, wimpy left foot.
I'm speaking of his ego. his foolish pride. It should not be difficult to lure Adam into a position where he can be captured and...
Don't need to lure him anywhere.
Merman,
the prince has been spotted crossing the sea of her...
What's the matter with this fool merman? He's getting his mer slime on everything. This merman's like that obnoxious house guest that comes in soaking wet after a rainstorm and refuses to take off his shoes. I don't know how this Skeletor can tolerate it. I wouldn't. Hey, merman, wipe yourself off before you come in, you inconsiderate fish-faced moron.
Gosh, along with that warrior, Stratos.
Good, Panther. Bite him. Good boy. Bite that inconsiderate fool. And this is how Skeletor makes his Jiffy Pop. It's a lot simpler than shaking it for hours over the open stove. Just pop, will you? I'm missing the bloody movie. Jiffy Pop is horrible.
We are no doubt heading for Stratos' homeland of Avian.
And this Skeletor has his very own Google Maps. He's very industrious.
Which would have to take them through here. And there they shall be ambushed by Skeletor's finest.
And since none of them are around, I'll have to settle for you losers.
Be on the lookout, Prince Adam. These outlands are a haven for thieves.
Anything comes our way, we'll be able to handle it.
Stratos is thinking, why do I get the feeling that the king just conned me into babysitting his breathy son?
Ahead is the Eye of Zarkane. We must pass through it in order to reach Avian.
Well, either that or, fly over it. We'll have to fly through a mountain to get somewhere that's past the mountain. Can't we just fly over it? No, we gotta fly through it. It's about the journey, Adam, not the destination.
Prince Adam, save yourself!
I would have loved it if Adam said, okay, later, I'll tell the king to avenge your death. Bye. And Stratos says, no, I was just saying that to be nice. Come back and help me, you royal boob.
Not a chance. I don't run.
Look, my men are about to use Stratos as a chicken bone. They're about to make a wish. Quick, wish for the secrets of Castle Grayskull, you numbskulls. Stratos. Finger licking good. That's what you get for being cocky, Adam. This Stratos isn't much of a fighter. Let's just put it this way. I wouldn't bet on him in a cockfight. He's a worse fighter than Foghorn Leghorn.
Now what? I say, what's the big idea? Now who's responsible? I say, who's responsible for this unwarranted attack on my person?
I just hope he's a better negotiator than he is a fighter.
Surprise!
What is this?
Some kind of present.
Sure, Otto, you fool. Just hand the king some random package. Here, King Randor, it's a present. It must be a clock, because it's ticking. And the label says from Jokey Smurf. I'm pretty sure it's safe. You moron.
Found it at the palace gate. Oh, read the card. Read the card!
Adam has been taken captive by Skeletor. We are to dispatch Heman to Snake Mountain.
Adam's off in Avion with Stratos. That's just one of Skeletor's dirty tricks.
No, Adam's sword.
Which coincidentally looks a hell of a lot like He-Man's sword.
Send for man-at-arms.
Yes, dear Evelyn, with our little prince serving as bait.
Our little prince? So what? Are you planning to adopt Adam? Because I'll tell you right now, I have no interest in being a father. And I have no interest in that scene from Star Wars. Look, Adam, I am your father. Because I adopted you. You didn't know that, but I filled in the adoption papers. It wasn't my idea. It was Evelyn. Blame her. So are you going to join me or not? That's it. You're cut out of the will. I have no interest in any of that.
He-Man should arrive any time now.
I wouldn't count on it.
What was that?
What if He-Man doesn't show up?
He'd better, for your sake. Should the sands run out and no He-Man, let's just say Eternia will be needing a new prince.
He'll henceforth be known as the artist formerly known as Prince Adam. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to KDLND.